Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. The first half of the All-Star break is behind us, and partner, it's go time in the second half.
And if you want to be playing meaningful games at the end of September, you've got to put your head down and grind for the next 8 weeks.
It's the Seattle Mariners taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And taking the ball for the Dodgers, Eric Lauer. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Well, they're going with the opener in this one, so this is an interesting look. He's probably only going to pitch an inning, maybe 2 at the most, and it's going to be unconventional. I think he's going to pitch backwards, more off speed, and then fastballs late.
All right, ready to get underway. Cole Young now at the plate. And that's how he gets started here in Los Angeles. That one fouled off.
Ball down.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Just underway, crowd getting settled here at Dodger Stadium. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
Ball one.
Young gets his lead at first with nobody out. Liner caught at second. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. This is an offense, Chris, that's having a hard time scoring runs right now.
Yeah, sometimes things just aren't going to click, and unfortunately what happens is players press, they try to do a little bit more, and they get out of their game. You've got to let the game come to you. If you chase it, it's going to run from you. So this is a team that just needs to calm down, relax, and understand that they're going to come out of this.
Julio Rodriguez, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one. Late with the swing there. Swing and he breaks his bat. That's a foul ball.
Ball in. Ball.
Got him. Now 2 away.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Aye.
Yo, one. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
That's a
Ball
ball.
there.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Got him swinging. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. You're dialed into the show. Back here at Chavez Ravine. On the hill for the Mariners, Emerson Hancock. How about a report on him, Chris?
Well, he's putting together a really nice season on the mound. ERA in the low threes. Very respectable when you consider guys are looking to do damage. They're not trying to just walk and hit singles. They're trying to hit homers and draw walks and score runs. So when you have a guy that can limit the other team from scoring more than a few runs, that's really tough to beat game in and game out.
This one in the air, right field. One away. Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. One thing these guys do very well is stay out of the double play. They've hit into the fewest of any team in the league, Chris.
Well, Boog, situational hitting isn't as common with all the slugging in today's game. But a team that shortens up, hits behind runners, and advances bases adds a lot of value. Pitchers can't afford to give them free base runners because this group knows how to capitalize.
Foul ball. Next offering is fouled back. Check swing of the 0-2, appeal to first, and he held up. Here's a 1-2. In the air, left field. Ref Snyder on his way over. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's two away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Freddie Freeman in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Two down, nobody on. Out towards right center field. Canzone has a beat on it. And that is that. We played an inning, no score. Back here in LA and stepping in for the Mariners, Cal Raleigh. Raleigh getting the starting catcher, hitting fifth in today's lineup. And he was a third-round pick back in 2018. Fouled off. He was late.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Next offering is outside. That's down and in. A slider missed. That one
Ball
misses.
4.
So a leadoff walk.
A great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Late swing, foul to the left. This one popped up. Betts gets under it. And there's one away.
Batting 7th, left fielder Rob Refsnyder.
One out, man at first. And up next for Seattle, Rob Refsnyder. Swings through that one out in front that time. And that's a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it second with one gone.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Now a pop up on the infield.
Infield fly rule.
Infield
Batter
fly
down.
called there.
Batting 9th, shortstop Colt Emerson.
And the batter will be the shortstop.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
And that is out of play. The Mariners looking to strike first here at the top of the second. This one drilled right center field. That one headed for the fence and gone. A massive home run. And the Mariners have the lead. It's 3-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
In there for strike one. Two down, nobody on. Strike two.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just going to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Got it. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. 3-run shot for Seattle. It's now 3-0. Back here at Dodger Stadium, we head to the bottom of the second. Max Muncy steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
A 3-0
Outside, that's a
lead
ball.
is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
So two
Yep,
balls
that ball
and
went
no
out.
strikes. comes up empty. That's strike two. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Hey. Ball. That pitch is out. Ball. That's outside.
The 2-1. Just
Ball,
off
that's
the
in.
inside edge. Ground ball left side. It's in and out of his glove. And they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay.
Shortstop, Mookie Betts.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's Mookie Betts. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Foul ball there. The 0-2. There's a swing and a drive. And foul ball. Got him. Mookie Betts down on strikes. Dodgers down in order. They trail it here 3-0. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Now it's the Mariners DH, Randy Arozarena. On the ground,
Foul ball.
and it goes just foul. Here comes the 0-1. He swings and fouls one off.
That's a ball.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Takes it in for the out. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next for Seattle, center fielder Julio Rodriguez.
Fastball for a strike. And a strike.
Absolutely frozen on that heater right down the middle, and that's a pitch you're just not getting back. Now he's in a tough spot. especially after falling behind on a good first pitch.
And foul ball. Here's the 0-2.
Ball, that's outside.
Good eye
Ball,
in that
inside.
spot. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Ripped to first, caught.
Up next for Seattle, right fielder.
And here's a look at how he's
Canzone.
using his pitches in this one. Two down, bases empty. So now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter, Dominic Canzone. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time.
Yeah.
And it stays fair. Around first, heading for 2. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Up next for
Anytime
Seattle,
you rip a
catcher,
line drive the other way, you
Raleigh.
feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Sliced hard, but foul. Man on second, 2 down. Curve in the dirt, kicks away. Throw into third, not in time. He's safe. Canzone up to third on the wild pitch.
Well, that right there can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball's gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it because you're already in scoring position. Well, he was sure there, and now he's only 90 feet away from scoring.
No question about this one. It's out of here. A 2-run homer, and they add to their lead. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
So 2 down. Here's Josh Naylor. Just off the
That's
inside
inside.
edge. Next offering is fouled back. Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3.
Clearly,
Oh,
he
that's
hasn't
low.
had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Fouled off to the right. And that
Ball 3.
just misses. Draws the walk
Nope,
there.
that's ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap, will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
That one close, ruled a ball. Ball one.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
The 1-0.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Hit on the ground to the right side. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Still able to get it there in time. He keeps his composure, and they get the out. Two come in on this Seattle homer. And the lead is now 5-0. Back here in L.A., bottom of the inning, Kyle Tucker steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
Ball one.
Here's a 1-2. Out towards right center field. Rodriguez takes it in for the out. One down.
Batting 8th, left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
First offering, and it just misses.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
And the 1-0.
Nope, that's a ball.
Challenge from behind the dish here. Pretty close, but it was a ball. So they'll lose their first challenge. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Up the middle. On the run, sends it over to first.
He's in there.
But it's not in time. Base hit.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. So a man at first. Dalton rushing the next to hit. Line drive, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Coming home. He'll score. It's 5-1.
Picks himself up an RBI. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Ball one, no strikes. Man at second. And a foul ball.
Ball, that's out.
That one misses. Ball 3. Pop foul out of play off to the right. One out and a runner at second here in the last half of the third. He goes down looking. Call. Thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
In the box now, take strike 1.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
2 on, 1 out. Swinging a foul out of play. In the dirt. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Out to center. Should have this one. And he makes the catch.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Two on, 2 outs. In for a strike, and now just 1 pitch away from surviving the inning. The 0-2.
Ball. That's inside.
In the air to left center. Rodriguez moving under this one. And that is that. Dodgers with a run scoring double. It's now 5-1.
Now pitching for the Dodgers.
Welcome back, and
Number
now on the
3,
mound to start the 4th, Edwin Diaz. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Weston Wilson getting ready to hit. 0 for 1 so far.
Wilson.
And he gets tied up right there.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Ball 2.
Goes down looking.
Well, that's great execution of the pitch right there, and the battery working together. Catcher does a nice job to present that to the umpire and get that called 3rd strike.
Swings through that one for strike 1. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. Liner caught at second.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting the line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Back to the top of the Seattle order. Cole Young digs in now. 1 for 2. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Inside.
Nope, that's inside.
And it's 1-1.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Ball 2.
The 2-1. That one
Ball
missed.
3.
The 3-1. Fought off foul. Payoff pitch. Swing and a ball popped up. Muncy settles underneath it. And that'll do it. Nobody left for Seattle. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Bottom 4, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Max Muncy.
Max Muncy.
You know, these Dodgers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
The 1-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. The 1-2. Goes down looking for the strikeout. He's got to be frustrated with that call.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, you know, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
That one's in there. That's strike 1.
You know, sometimes it just takes getting to the bullpen in order to be able to score runs, and that might be the case today.
And he swings through that one. Missed
Ball
with
1.
a changeup. Ball 1. Hit on the ground to short. Whips it to first on the run.
Out.
Nicely done for the out.
Up next for the Dodgers.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Betts. Struck out swinging his first time.
Ball 1.
The 1-0. So Mookie Betts with a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Up next For the Dodgers,
Nice line drive to the pull side
fielder,
right there, but he didn't
Kyle
spin
Tucker.
off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
No. Inside.
Here we go, Kyle.
The 1-0. And that one fouled off. Just
Ball 2.
missed. That's
That's
down
a
and
ball.
in. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Good job to fight that one off. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Payoff pitch. Stays alive. And they'll do it again. Three balls, 2 strikes to count. And
That's
ball
ball
4, 2 aboard.
Up
When you go
next
that deep
for
into
the
an at-bat,
Dodgers,
the hitter usually comes out on top.
Teoscar
And here comes
Hernandez.
Teoscar Hernandez for a critical at bat. Ground ball to the right
That ball's
side.
foul.
And that's just foul. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Dodgers strand a couple. They're down 5-1. New inning getting
Leading off
started.
for the
In now is the Mariners
designated
DH,
hitter,
Randy Arozarena. And there's
Ball
a ball.
1.
Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Will Klein, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Henriquez also throwing. Check swing called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Diaz, 31 years old, and he was born in Puerto Rico. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Just
Ball.
missing
That's
there.
inside.
And it's a full count. Payoff pitch. Left field. That one gets down for a hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Up next for Seattle, center fielder Julio Rodriguez.
Ball 1.
1-0. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
Out towards right center field. And that's a base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Up next for Seattle, right fielder Dominic.
Next to hit,
Panzone.
Dominic Panzone. Check swing. He went. That's strike 1. Diaz, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big time benefit. The 1-1 is fouled off. The M's trying to break this one open. And we're at the top of the 5th. Got him swinging for the K.
Man, that slider bearing in your hands like that, it's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a cutter and just can eat you up, saw you off. Tell you what, hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfectly executed out there on the mound.
Hit hard, but foul off to the left. Arozarena, the lead runner at second. Rodriguez at first, 1 gone. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Now, as a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Two on, 1 out.
Ball, that's out.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport. And I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
It appears Dave Roberts is going to dig into his bullpen as he comes out of the dugout to make the change. Edwin Diaz is done, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Will Klein.
He's having a ton of success facing left-handed hitters this season, so this seems like a smart move to turn to him with a lefty at the plate.
2 outs, runners at first and second. And now it's Josh Naylor. He's 0 for 1.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Nice curveball for a strike.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
Two on, 2 outs. In the dirt, blocked. In the dirt. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
A healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
2-2 now. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Excellent work out of the Dodgers bullpen there. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the M's 5 and the Dodgers 1. Back here at Dodger Stadium, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Dalton Rushing steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
You know, these Dodgers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
That one at the knees for a strike.
Nope, outside.
In the air, right field. And there's one away.
Up next for the Dodgers, designated hitter, Alex Paul.
Foul ball. And a big swing and a miss.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today.
For the Dodgers, center fielder.
Now, Andy Pajes.
That's a ball.
2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. And there's a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Fights it off. You'll see another. Another 1-2. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And that's the 3rd out. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. They're down here 5-1. Welcome back as we look at the highlights from today's game so far. Rob Refsnyder
Leading off
will
for
hit
the
next.
Mariners, left fielder Rob Refsnyder.
ball. That's in.
And the 1-0.
Yeah!
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Boom. That's cheddar, baby.
That one not close. And it's 2-2. Just
That's ball
misses
3.
with that one. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges.
Up next for Seattle, third baseman, Wesley Wilson.
Hey!
Let's go, Will.
The 0-1. A little out front there as he swings through it. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Come on, Will.
Got him. 2 down.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
And I think Dave Roberts is coming out of the dugout. Will Klein out of the game. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for the Dodgers.
New pitcher for the Dodgers, Edgardo Henriquez.
Well, he's been excellent against left-handed hitters this year, and that's his first test. This looks like a good move to the pin in terms of the matchup.
Now it's the shortstop, number 4, and he had a big swing of the bat early on in the ball game.
Yep, a 3-run rocket back in the second. Even though it was early, a big homer like that can be tough to come back from when you're on the other end of that thing. I mean, it's tough. Sets up an uphill battle the rest of the way.
Hey!
Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And that is that. Mariners are down in order. They're up 5-1. Back here at Chavez Ravine. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman.
Ball.
The 1-0. Fouled off left side. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
right there. He does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Max Muncy.
That one ripped, but foul. And now the 0-1. Way out front for strike two. The Dodgers down by 4 here in the bottom of the 6th.
0-1.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. Here's a 1-2. Hit on the ground, might be 2. The throw to second is offline.
Well, every double play turn starts with getting one, and even though these players work on these plays during batting practice over and over again, sometimes at game speed you can still mess it up. Could have been 2 outs. Instead, they get nothing.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Emerson Hancock won't go any further, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment.
Now pitching for Seattle.
New arm out of the bullpen, number 48.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
First and second, no outs. Tommy Edman, the next to hit, has grounded out a couple of times. And that's in for a strike. That one fouled off. Oh, 0-2 now. Stays alive. No outs. Runners at first and second. Tapped on the ground softly to short. Tosses to first. 1 away, bottom of the 6th.
Boog, that's a good at bat simply because they found a way to move both runners up a base. Now they're in a really good spot with 2 runners in scoring position.
First pitch just misses. Some activity in the Mariners bullpen. Gabe Spire, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. 1 down, runners at second and third.
Ball.
And another ball.
In this situation, he's trying to get you to pop something up or jam you. That's a really good take, knowing you got an opportunity to drive in a run here.
2 on, 1 out. And that'll load the bases.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
And now a very big at bat for Kyle Tucker. That catches the top part of the zone. That's strike 1.
There was a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
On the inside corner for a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
0-2 now. A laser to left base hit. In comes the run from third to trim the lead. Throw sails over his head at first.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Knee high, that's in for a strike.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
And that one fouled off.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Got him swinging for the strikeout.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
And here comes the Mariners manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Number 48 gives way, and he leaves with the bases loaded, so he'll look for some help from his teammate coming in behind him.
Now pitching for Seattle,
Michael Rucker
number
taking
38,
over on the mound.
Michael
Definitely a huge at bat in this game coming up right here, but with 2 outs, he's just got to focus on getting one batter, and this should be fun.
Dalton Rushing getting ready to hit.
We just might be talking about this at bat in our post-game wrap. He's proven he can drive in runs in these spots.
Outside low, and that is ball 1. That's a little bit low.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Rushing wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge, and that one was indeed a strike. 1 challenge remaining for them now. So they're all loaded up with 2 outs. Just
that's off the
missed.
plate.
Big in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Ball 4.
This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it.
No, not what they were looking for from him out of the pen. That'll drive a manager crazy. He wants guys to come in and attack the strike zone.
Up next for the Dodgers, designated hitter, Alex Hall.
That clips the corner.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Swing and a pop-up. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Base hit. 1 run is in. The throw home. Not entirely safe at the plate. It's 5-5.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over.
First and second, 2 outs. Andy Pajes digs in now. 0 for 3 in this one. Out towards right center. That's well struck.
We got a ground rule double.
And that's an automatic double. A run comes in the play.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. And here comes the Mariners manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Michael Rucker won't go any further tonight. And he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for
So
Seattle,
a lefty out of the
number
pen,
55,
Gabe Spire.
And this is a really tough spot to come into as he tries to keep this one close. You almost have to forget about the runners in scoring position. They're not going anywhere. Focus on the hitter, getting that one out your team needs from you.
Ball one
Nope.
there. And that drops in for a strike.
That's ball two.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
2 on, 2 outs. And it remains 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Here's a 2-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
2-2 now. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Right side. Base hit. 1 run is in. Here comes the throw. And he's out. Up, down, and that ends the inning. So in the end, 10 come to the plate. 6 of them come around to score. We're through 6 full. It's the Dodgers 7 and the Mariners 5. We go to the top of the 7th. Here's the Mariners leadoff man, Cole Young.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Hey!
Here comes the 0-1. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Evan Phillips appears to be getting loose. Stewart warming up as well. Swing and a miss.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
This one in the air. Rushing. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for Seattle, the designated hitter, Randy Arozarena.
That one
Oh,
missing
that's inside.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
This one in the air, center field. That's out number 2.
Up next for Seattle, center fielder, Julio Rodriguez.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez. 1 for 3. Spits the plate It's 0-1.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
And that is that. Mariners go down quietly there. They're down 2, 7-5. Back here in LA, set for the last half of the 7th. Max Muncy steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Ball, that's out.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Makes the catch up against the wall in foul territory.
For the Dodgers, second baseman, Tommy Edman.
The 0-1.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Ball, that's out.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Good job to fight that one off. Backed off the plate that time.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And that's a strikeout looking. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Really good battle right there, and that final pitch probably could have gone either way. He was hoping he'd get ball 4. Instead, the umpire rings him up for the backwards K.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Gabe Spire departs. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for Seattle,
Jose A.
number
Ferrer
45.
gets the call from the
Jose
pen.
A. Ferrer.
50th time he's come into a game this year. He's been relied on out of the pen quite a bit.
Here's Mookie now. Two down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Bounced up the middle. Young. The throw to first. Inning over on the ground out. Took just 2 pitches to finish the frame out of the bullpen. Dodgers go down quietly. They lead at 7-5.
Now pitching for the Dodgers,
Evan Phillips
number
on to pitch out of the pen
59,
here.
Evan.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Leading off for the Mariners, right fielder Dominic Canzone.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Tanner Scott, the closer, is getting ready and perhaps looking at a long save opportunity here. Gets the outside corner with that one. And that's where the swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it. Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
Next offering is down low.
That's ball 2.
Fastball is
that ball went out.
outside. The Mariners trailing by 2, and we're in the top of the 8th. That's in there. That's strike 2. Nice grab. Throw to first, and they get the out.
Up next for Seattle, first baseman Josh Naylor.
2 down, bases empty. Josh Naylor up next for the Mariners. And Naylor swings through that one.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Two down, nobody on. And down on strikes. And that is that. Nobody left for Seattle, and they're down 7-5. Back here at Dodger Stadium, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Kyle Tucker. That one in triple digits.
Well, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
0-1 now. .99 miles per hour to finish him off. Tucker not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge. So the call will stand. So they're now out of challenges. Clips the outside corner. 0-1. There's a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Struck him out looking.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
into center. Rodriguez racing after it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Dodgers down in order. They're still up 7-5. So they turn to their closer, Tanner Scott.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
That's inside.
Ball one.
Ball one. Next offering is fouled back. One now. And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, there he gets the slider in on his hands, and it just eats him up. You know, it's hard to get the bat around on a pitch like that in tight. You just feel like you're crowded on the inside part of the plate. Can't get any extension. That's one he definitely should have laid off of.
Ball one.
One down, base is empty here in the ninth.
No need to offer at that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Late with the swing there. And a rope into center field, base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Up next for Seattle, shortstop.
Now it's the shortstop. He's already homered in this game. And that is out of play. The M's with the tying run at the plate here at the top of the ninth. And fouled off. The 0-2. And a good eye there.
That's down.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. The tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Down to the last out for the Mariners.
Nice, doubled up with the slider for that punch out. The one before just caught the zone, so as a hitter, you have to protect right there. Great pitch to just expand a little bit more. He got that chase he was looking for. That right there is good pitching.
And a foul ball. Tying run at the plate. They're down to their final strike.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 2. Stays alive. And the 0-2. Got him. Ball game.
Well, this was a total team effort using 6 pitchers in this ball game to get the win. Outstanding job of passing the baton. The next pitcher stepping up and getting it done. You got to give them a lot of credit because this is not easy to do. We'll see how it affects them over the next couple of days.
A 7-5 final score in this one. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.